Ulster slump continues as Benneton pile on the misery. My name's Mark. Let's talk rugby. Ulster actually started this one pretty well. We have a nice chip through from Burns, forces Smith to step into touch 5 minutes out from his own line. Benneton, though, are able to halt the line at maul, but they do it legally, so playing advantage to Ulster. From the resulting penalty, they kick into the corner again, but this time the line out is crooked from Ulster. Benneton clear, then they nick Ulster's line out through Rutsa to get themselves further out again, but back come Ulster through Timoney. He makes some great ground for them. Eric O'Sullivan then comes on a nice line. He gets over the line. We have a bit of a check just in case a referee got in the way of a defender, but it's ruled all okay. So converted by Cooney, 7-0 to Ulster. Ferrari, though, shortly after the restart, he wins a penalty at the breakdown for Benneton. They kick it into the corner. We're playing a couple of advantages to them. Lamoureux can't quite ground the ball over the line, so we come back for the penalty advantages. They go into the corner again. The maul does make some ground, but it's halted. They decide then to spread it out to the backs. We have a great step from Albornoz. He goes over, converted. We're squared up at 7-all. Ulster's line out then, it's malfunctioning. It's costing them position and possession as well. And Ulster are making, a lot of errors. Definitely a team who are very low on confidence. A poor clearance kick from them allows Benneton to counter through Albornoz. Brex then with an amazing crossfield kick finds Ratabe. He goes over in the corner unopposed. That one is converted as well, and we're at 14-7 to Benneton, looking ominous for Ulster at this stage. Ulster, they're huffing and puffing, but they're not really making a breakthrough. We've got a back three of Lowry, Stockdale, and Balacloon is on the right wing. Those three on form on their day are really, each of them is a threat running with the ball. But Benneton are happy to keep them the ball because they're not making any real ground. They're not breaking the line. They're not being able to step anybody or create anything at all for Ulster. MacLeod, when he comes on as well, same kind of thing. And you can see it's just a team who are very low on confidence and not really backing themselves. And Benneton as well, they're able to turn Ulster over, and they kick the ball upfield. Lamoureux wins a penalty for holding on, but the penalty does get reversed because Smith takes a player out off the ball. Bit of relief for Ulster there because Benneton really were applying a lot of pressure to them. Ulster not really protecting their own ball, and Benneton seem to almost be able to turn them over at will. They're able to spot, the opportunities to get extra men in at the breakdown and turn the ball over, and also not really recognising the threat and resourcing the ruck properly on their side. And again, Ulster still making mistakes. We have Burns hit Stockdale, but a pass is meant for somebody outside of Stockdale, and it just feels like, Ulster, the running lines don't seem to be there. They don't seem to have the confidence, as I said, and just a lot of basic stuff going wrong for them. Benneton again, they get the ball. Brex puts a beaut of a 50-22 in to get Benneton up the field. They get good momentum then from the maul. They decide to spread it. The move does break down, but we were playing penalty advantage because Hume was offside. Albornoz pops that one over and stretches the lead to 17-7. Also, though, have a chance to close back in because Canone is off his feet at the ruck. Penalty is right in front. Cooney brings them back to within a converted try at 17-10. Benneton, though, they're the much better side in that first half. That is the halftime score, but really feel like Ulster have to step up in the second half if they're going to end this losing streak. Benneton, though, they start the second half pretty well. They have a period of pressure. They then get a drop goal through Albanos to stretch out to 2010 and get back to the 10-point cushion that they had earlier. We do, though, have some decent play from Ulster. There's a great kick through from McCluskey, leads to a Benneton knock on their own line, and Ulster have a bit of a lifeline there. They put McCluskey in at scrum half, and it's the second time I've seen it this season. The other time that they did it, they basically wanted to use his bulk and his ability to beat players to attack down the short side. But this time, it looked like the backs, nobody knew what was going on. They were kind of getting in each other's way, not really, threatening the line. So Lowry decides to put a kick through. Stockdale gets there, tries to ground the ball for a try, but he knocks on, nowhere near in control of the ball there. There is a team wall check, but it's pretty clear on the replay that there was no chance of a try there. Ulster, then they give a crossing penalty away from the 22 dropout, and just going from bad to worse. There's just a lot of kind of poor discipline and errors really costing him any kind of momentum in the game. We do have a period of kick tennis then. Smith slices out to give Ulster a pretty good position in the Benneton half. Ulster getting a bit of go forward from McCluskey again, but they make a mess of the attack once again. But we are playing advantage this time, so they kick it into the corner. Herring is at the back of the maul. They get themselves going, and McCluskey comes in to lend his weight, and they go over. Cooney hits the post with the conversion. We're at 2015, and I kind of feel like it's a game that has kind of been nip and tuck all the way, with Ulster trying to claw all the way back. That maybe that miss is going to come back to haunt them at some stage. We then have a high tackle from McCluskey, gives Benneton a decent chance to put themselves even further in front, just inside the Ulster half. Smith steps up for this one. He nails it. He easily has the distance. We're at 23-15. At that point, Benneton then produce a big scrum with about 20 minutes to go. They get a penalty, and Ulster really are looking shaky at that stage. Ulster get then a rare turnover at the breakdown, but Benneton, the same ruck, they immediately turn the ball back over, and seems to be a bit of confusion in the Ulster defence. Benneton capitalise on that to get the ball out to the wing, the break, and Brex goes in the corner. Smith misses the conversion, but we're at 20-15, pretty healthy lead in this game for them. Ulster, though, do come back. They're pounding away at the Benneton line. The big guys can't get over, though. Lowry puts on a bit of footwork. He's able to go through a gap and over. Cooney converts that one. We're at 28-22. And then Ulster come looking for the winning score in the last few minutes. We have no release from Zanon in the tackle. Gives Ulster a penalty in decent position. They kick it to the corner. The maul is moving forward, but it's brought down illegally by Benneton. It's a penalty try and a yellow card to Pentinelli, who misses the last few minutes of the game. Ulster now nudging ahead at 29-28. But Cooney then, he's pinged offside. Benneton a chance to snatch the lead back. Smith puts that one over as well. And actually puts it over off the post. And we're at 31-29. Ulster do have a final chance. There's a break from Lowry, gets them into the Benneton 22. Balakoon then, he's out on the wing. He's kind of flirting with the touchline, and he offloads inside close to the try line, but it gets knocked on. Benneton survived. Deserved win for them. Final score is 31-29 to Benneton. Ulster's terrible form continues as they go into Europe this weekend. Benneton coming good at the right time of the season.